Welcome friends, LostScarf here, and it's time for the one-shot. Today I'm going to show you Lenna's Inception. It's a one-shot and review, so the one-shots are me showing you a game I recommend. I've also beaten this game a couple times. I really like this game a lot, so now I'm going to show you why I think you should buy it. Lenna's Inception is a Zelda-like, is the best way to put it. And real quick, here's something I like. You can play this game in 8-bit style and 32-bit style, and the music's reflected by that. Just want to show that really quick. It's just an interesting gimmick at the start. So, Lenna's Inception is also a roguelike, in that there's seeds for each world. I've played this game a few times, as you can see here, with different runs. This is a game that you want to play and beat multiple times, which is pretty cool, and there's also a lot of replay value to it, because there's story mode, but there's also daily seeds. You can do dungeons with random rules, which is cool. Do all the dungeons with 1 life. You only have 3 hearts. You have no hearts, so 1 hit and you die, which is interesting. You're playing with only a certain ability in the game, which is very interesting. And then there's reflex mode, which is the game's super fast, so that's interesting. We're gonna go through story mode, so I show you this. I really like the story of this game. So you can pick your name. We are Lana. And we're in the world of Abada? Let me do the world I know. I have a couple worlds. I'm going to go ahead and do this world. Scarfland. So, start. You can use keyboard or you can do control. I'm using controller. If I didn't mention, this is by Bytten Studios. It's a $10 game. Also, one thing I forgot to mention is it was provided to us by the developer. Your first time through this game maybe takes about 6 hours. Repeated plays will take less time because you know what you're doing. But there's some things you need to do for a 100% run, so that's probably like a 6 or 8 hour run for that. And this game's very rewarding. I recommend the hell out of it, which is why I'm doing the one shot. And just music-wise, visually, I like a lot of what's going on here. Okay, so we're a teacher, and we have a scythe. I'm not gonna need the scythe. I got this. So these are our 8 students. And they have different things about them. You can see what's so special about these students. And see just the items they have on their table. Like Hattie wants to be a police officer. And then this little girl's really into stocks. And Krabby the boy is into tarot cards. Something funny is eventually you get like a bestiary in this game. And it'll explain some things. Like the crabs in this world are Sir Crabs. Because there used to be a knight named Sir Crab. And so the crabs overheard this guy get knighted, and so they thought they were knighted too. So they go around the land attacking people trying to do justice. So we go outside our school, and our school's glitched. What's going on? Huh? No! My students! And this chicken... Oh yeah, we got a line here at the start. This chicken's leading us where to go. Their chicken's name is Henrietta. Interesting thing about this is... I gotta show this. So this world, depending on the name of the land... is what this world is. The first 4 bosses are on this side, the other 4 bosses are on the other side. You gotta beat the first 4 to go to the other side. And you gotta clear the first 4. And so this world would be different depending on what the name of the seed is. So it's a pretty cool idea right there. So it gives you a lot of repeated runs. And then the chickens tell me where to go right now. And we're going here and oh no! Things are getting weird. What was that? Also, the chicken's name is Henrietta. And... if you did not know what this game was, at the start you're like, whoa, that's a joke on the original Legend of Zelda. It's dangerous to go in there. Is this the village elder? He's not breathing. Henrietta the chicken started following you. Oh, Henrietta was carrying something. A whistle. So, with the whistle you can have an ally fight with you, or not. Talk to him. It's the elder. He's not breathing. So, label says for Lance. Yeah. Link's name is Lance in this world. Huh? That outfit! You must be the Hero King! I get the feeling the Elder wanted you to have this. What are you doing? You could hurt yourself. Huh? Fine. I'll show you how to use that blade if you complete a quest for me. I need you to rescue my students. Alright. Just let me deal with the monsters for now. Come on, I'll take you to the tutorial area. So for now, Link doesn't fight. You should have named him Lunk, that would have been funny. Oh, by the way, this area. In this area, you can activate 2-player mode. So there's local co-op in this game if you want it. And local co-op is... I guess I'll show it in a bit. I'll show it. But there's local co-op. I'll show it in a little bit. We go over here. There's a library. So we're trying to go here to level 1, the first dungeon. Let's head over there. So if there's enemies in the area, the chicken and Lance will leave because they can't engage combat. You can unlock the chicken's ability to fight eventually. A meteor drop from the ground, yeah. Killing everything on the screen sometimes drops an item or items for you to pick up, like money. Which is important because money's money. You're wondering why there's a statue of Lance. It's not him, it's the hero. It's a lot of homage to Legend of Zelda, but don't let that stop you from playing this. Like, this is a Zelda-like, but there's a lot going on with this game. The writing's pretty fun. So, in this world, it's just like The Legend of Zelda. There's always a hero boy who shows up. And this time it's him. Go over here. Kill this skeleton. There we go. Another drop. Money. I like my worlds full of money. Okay. Bike. No, I love this a lot. You get fast travel at the start of the game. So now I can fast travel to places I've been. And also fast travel works inside dungeons. So this is a really good time saver because, oh my god, having to just go from all the way over here, all the way down to over here, that would take a long time. So it's a nice time saver they gave you, which I like a lot. They put a lot of thought into this game. I have a tutorial in here. But first, let's explore a bit to find somewhere safe. Whoop. Alright. Here are some slimes. These are called marshmallows. They're very sweet. Let's see here. How do I do this one? It's... Okay, yeah. Do this one first or else I'll get stuck. Whoop. And easy puzzle. Done. There we go. Also, these dungeons are randomly generated as well, depending on your seed. I kill these. So in this world, the slimes are actually friendly, like dogs. They just want a hug. The problem is, the slimes are acidic. This room looks safe enough. Using your sword is simple. There are two main modes of attack. The first is slashing. To do that, press and release the A button like this. Good. Now try holding. Boom. And now the game's happened. So, now the world's glitching. Yeah, things are different. We got the power of fortitude, so this is the Triforce. There's 4 Triforce in this, so Quad Force. And we take a cell phone. Hero's telephone. 2 out of 5 bars of signal. It's Lance's sword. The sharp edge on it is perfect for cutting things. Now we got a sword. Now we need that to get through here. So Lance is dead. Sorry, Lance. So what's happened is Lance is now dead. Link is dead, and now we've taken up the mantle to be the hero. That's basically what's happened here. So in each dungeon, there are 8 dungeons, and depending on your seat is the order of the bosses besides the first and last boss. The first and last boss have been the same in every run I've done, from what I can tell. But the dungeons have always been different. I don't have a shield yet. Oh, jeez. Freaking skeletons. Ouch. So, now we're playing Legend of Zelda proper. So every dungeon has a special ability or item you can use. Like there's bombs, so like you see here, there's jars, you need the sword to get through there. The bomb dungeon would of course require bombs to get through, the bow, like also to fight the boss. So whatever the item is important for the boss. So the bomb dungeon, the boss, you need bombs to beat them. The arrow dungeon, you need arrows to beat the boss, so on and so forth. So that's very much a Zelda fare. Also maps, so there we go, we know where everything is. So fast travel over here, get this. Also, if you need money, just keep breaking jars. Let's get this. There's the shield, I forgot to get this. There we go. I knew the shield was here and I forgot to grab it. Because I can get it before Lance dies. There we go. Oh, I can't fast travel there, I forgot to do the thing. So now we're going to we're gonna go ahead to the boss. Doo-doo-doo. Almost there. Just getting more money because I can. Now this game's really fun with abilities. It very much is well Zelda-like. But at a point in this game, there's a really fun mechanic, and I can't show it because that's a big spoil. But the mechanic is really cool. I really like the mechanic to this game a lot. It makes the game extremely fun. Let's fight the first boss. Imposter! Thou shalt be vanquished, fiend. Yeah, we're not Lance. Yeah, Okay, let's do it. So the first boss is very simple because it's the starting boss. You just need your sword. You cut their thing so you can hit them. Very simple boss. The bosses are difficult at first, but once you figure them out, they're easier to defeat because, of course, that's how bosses work. And the first boss is very simple to deal with. Don't! There we go. What's cool is the second half of the game, the bosses are extra hard, and like they're harder to deal with. And so, because of random generation, you could fight different bosses in the second half and fight those harder forms, which is also adds a replay value. This heart permanently increases your fortitude. And we get one of the memories. Hero fortitude. So this is Lance and his dad. His dad's been, he got wrecked. Lance's parents are Claymore and Stiletto. And so, in this world, the Triforce can just be passed on from generation to generation, so he's passing on to his son. And there you go. So we got some background in the game. Save game. Ring ring. Lance, I wanted to keep you from danger for a few more years, but I failed. I speak to you from beyond the veil. Huh? The undead forces of the chairman of the Bankers Guild have snatched the prince from his throne. With his thoughtless actions, the chairman has destroyed the fragile balance of powers that keeps our world from descending into chaos and corruption. It's time to take your first steps towards your destiny and become the hero you were born to be. So you got the librarian. She has knowledge of the 4 hidden dungeons of this island. Defeat the evil within them and become stronger. When you've done that, I will send my acolyte to fill you in on the next steps. Click. So the cell phone actually has some use to it. Chaos and corruption. Is that what happened to my school? And now we can go around more. With each ability you unlock, you have more places you can go. Like, I need bombs to break these rocks. There'll be places I can't go to until I can break rocks. But we can explore around a little bit. Go down here. And I need fire to melt this ice, so I can't go further here. Also, you can talk to Henrietta. Henrietta looks clucking mad. There are multiple companions you can unlock in this game. Henrietta's one of them. Paige over here is another. A new face. I can hardly believe it. After all these years on this tiny island, someone I've never met before. So, what can I do for you? You explain the situation. Well, that sounds crazy. Give me your phone and I'll program the dungeons into it. There you go. Looks like your next dungeon is the Hanging Grove of the Presumptuous Amazons in the north. Those names of the dungeons are random, by the way, because of course they are. Who knows, maybe you'll find one of your children there. No, I'm pretty sure my students are stuck in the school. I added my number as well. Feel free to call me anytime. There you go, Paige. Don't keep your eyes peeled for overdue library books while you're out. Find them all and you'll get into my good books. Sure thing. So the books have just different things. Some jokes, some other things. Also, the village people running around are random every time. Sometimes they'll give you things, which is helpful. Also, there's a lot of jokes in this game. There's a lot of puns. There's a lot of bear puns, because there's bear people. Lots of bear puns. So I'll show this really quick. There's a slot for an item here. Insert the power of fortitude. And you can defeat monsters, Lance, but can you defeat yourself? Wait, you're not Lance. What is this? Lana, you hold the power of fortitude now, don't you? I was supposed to wait here until Lance comes to kill me. All I was an optional mini-boss and nothing more. But thanks to you, Lance is dead. It doesn't have to be that way anymore. You can count on my help whenever you need it. Plug in the second controller to call on Shadow Lenna's help. So that's how you do co-op. So right at the start of the game, you can do 2-player co-op, which is pretty cool. And out we go. Just have to unlock it really quick like that. Which makes sense because you don't need 2-player co-op until you get your weapon. Until Lance dies. Alright, I need to go... let's go into a later file, so I can show you at least some of the powers. So I'm gonna quit out. There we go. So, I really like this game a lot, and I really like the music. I'm gonna let this linger a second so you can hear this tune. Oh, no. So you can hear this tune in 8-bit. Whoop! Hear the difference? See the difference? I love this. Like, you can play it again and do whatever just because it's different looking and sounding. I like that a lot. Especially seeing the different bosses and the different art styles is pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and do one of the later files. I'm gonna do Anti-Astra. I'm gonna get out of here. Go here. So Anti-Astra world. Oh yeah, I now have a fire chicken. So you can turn Henrietta into a phoenix. So now they're a fire chicken so they can fight. They can also melt things, like these are ice trees. This looks so interesting in 8-bit. So I have different items, I won't explain what they are. But to get through arrow areas, just like so. And so yeah, bombs, arrows, all these different abilities and items you get. And the game is really fun. I just wanted to show a little bit. And a lot of this game will fool you because of the fact it looks so much like a Zelda game, and it does. But there's a couple things about this game that make it something special. I kind of wish the craziest mechanic about this game came up earlier, but it doesn't. Which is too bad. I'll do the Strange Cave. This is a boss fight room. Oh, I forgot to show this mechanic. So this is a really cool mechanic. The potions. So, depending on your seed, the potions will have different colors, and you have to use them to find out what they are. Which is pretty cool mechanic there. There's also tunics. Tunics match the colors of the potions, so you have different tunics. You can be undead, frugal, camouflage, so they can't see you. Growth. I'll show growth really funny, quick. You're big now! And then there's this tunic. The hallucination tunic. The hallucination tunic makes enemies just spawn from the air. And this is the hallucination room, so it's the perfect arena for fighting enemies. If you keep fighting in this room, the enemies get harder and harder and harder and harder, which is very interesting. And I think that's everything to show. Now, as a review, I will say this. Visually, it's really good. Musically, it's really good. Also, Henrietta got hurt so much they had to leave. The gameplay's fun. It does eat on some nostalgia because, of course, it is a Zelda-like. It's just an interesting take on Zelda. But there's some mechanics and interesting things about this game that set it apart from Zelda. Like, it's not just a copy of it. There's some things about it that make it very fun and interesting, and I like it a lot. Woo! Like, the final boss is a really fun boss to me. It's very interesting. And listen to that music! Music's really good. Let's see, anything else? Review-wise, visuals, sound. The story, I enjoy the story a lot. It's very fun. The first time you get through the story, oh, it'll get you. It'll get you for sure. I like it a lot. There are hints and stuff that make it like, oh, okay, I see what's going on. But it's pretty good. Oh, by the way, you can spin. Whoop! There we go. There's a couple swords in this game. Not a lot, but there's some. And then, of course, different items you can use, like the bombs. There's also multiple bombs to use, which is pretty cool. These are exploding snails, so you gotta be careful. Review-wise? Oh yeah, length-wise, it's pretty good length. I'd say it's about 6 hours for your first run. Longer if you're not having a good time, like an easy time running through. If you know how to play these games, you might get through a little bit faster. And the different modes gives more replayability. So I like this game a lot. I really like this game. It's only $10. That's a pretty good price for this game, because there's a lot of replay to it. I'd give it like a 7 or an 8, really. Out of 10, I'd give it a 7 or an 8. It's a really good start to one-shots this year with this game. And I think that's everything to show you. Yeah, so we cleared a set, now it's the next ones. Now they're harder again. And yeah. I'd give it 7 or 8 out of 10. It's just a lot of fun. Chicken's freaking out. And yeah, so that right there is the one shot. I had fun over from watching. That's what's up, Bowser. Having fun. Thanks for coming by and see you next time. And let's see here. Oh yeah. This is from Bytten Studios, and we got this from the developers. Thank you to the developers for the copy. Thanks to them, we got to see what this game is about, and I've really enjoyed it, and I hope people buy it. So that's everything. Thanks for coming by. See ya next time.